I can't remember a time that I wasn't creating something with my hands. My first memory as a very young child, I probably couldn't have been more than 4, maybe less. I was out with clay in the backyard forming little animals. So I was, I had this urge within me from the very beginning to mold and make three-dimensional form with materials in my environment. But for me, it never really was art. It was, I had a very deep sense that I wanted to give form to something I was feeling. It was more than just making something pretty to look at, that it definitely was a form of communication. The physical creation of what people call art, for me, is a way to connect with people. So I worked for about 3 years as a full-time studio artist, taking on private commissions. And it was during that time then that 9/11 happened in 2001. That was a turning point in my life as an artist. And it caused me to seriously ask myself for the first time, okay, what is freedom to you and what are you doing with it? So many people here have died. And I had to look before that too. I mean, the cost that our ancestors paid to provide this wonderful life that I was enjoying. Was I fully embracing it? What was I doing with my life? I felt like I'd just been kind of fooling around with it, but not really taking it seriously. I wanted to really embrace freedom and have something that I could give to my children and be proud of it when I came to the end of my life, that I do everything that I could. So what was I going to do to honor all of the sacrifices that were made for me? And my immediate emotional response was to call up to all the branches of the armed forces and volunteer my services. But of course, a woman at the age of 50 wasn't an attractive candidate for that. And out of my frustration at not knowing what to do, I thought, well, I'm an artist. Why don't I just come up with an image that communicates what I'm feeling inside as a mother? And I thought about Liberty standing on that island. Because freedom, you have to be strong to be free. I envisioned a kickbox move, the art of defense. And I thought of Bruce Lee and his beautiful kickbox posture that was his signature. And I thought that's what Liberty would do. Liberty would defend us in that way. And so that's where the image of Liberty Let's Roll came to be. I want this image to inspire people the way I was inspired to create it, and that was through Todd Beamer's actions on Flight 93. Because he did not allow a terrifying obstacle to stand in the way of his goal. This image is meant to inspire people to kick through whatever limitations that we have in our lives that are keeping us from really embracing the freedom that we've been given to be bigger than we think we are. I really enjoyed working on interpreting this image. There's many elements in it that communicate different ideas. For one, she has very large feet in proportion to the rest of her body. And for me, that communicates being grounded in something that is very stable and strong, and that when you base your life on a value that is worth dying for, then you are very stable and very powerful as a human being, and that you are able then to do wonderful things with it. 2009, we're heading into another part of the U.S. with a goal to reach more people with a message of liberty, and the whole idea that freedom must be embraced from a place of real courage, So the Alamo is going to be the destination, but the purpose are the individuals that we will be interacting with along the way, to inspire them to break through the obstacles that they see standing in the way of their ability to reach for the dreams that they have, that only we have in America to reach for. So this is the message again, and we have to roll with it. We have to roll with liberty, because if we don't, we're going to lose it.